Okay, dear students, let us come to the fourth question. Identify the wrong statement with respect to a pair of linear equation. So this is already the fourth problem we are solving under this chapter, pair of linear equations. Okay, so you know about the conditions of a pair of linear equations according to the values of the ratios of a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2. Okay, now let us see one by one and very keenly you have to read it. Okay, if lines are parallel there is no solution. Okay, first of all you have to find or identify wrong statement, not right statement. Wrong statement you have to find, so that among these four only one is wrong statement and three statements are correct. Actually three statements are right. Okay, first you have to identify. So wrong, that's why you have to observe or you have to comprehensive the statements. If lines are parallel there is no solution. Of course, see, I am going to explain with the a small a graph. Okay, parallel means if two graphs are like this, then there is no intersection among these two, so therefore there is no solution. This is right statement. This is right statement. Ee statement correct agide. Now let us come to the second statement. If the lines are perpendicular to each other there is no solution. Okay, the second statement is like this. See here, if lines are perpendicular then there is no solution ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. So but perpendicular means you just observe there is a one line and there is a perpendicular line for this. Okay, if perpendicular means these two must be intersect at one point and it forms 90 degree. See here, there is a intersection of these two lines means there is a solution. Actually there is a solution, there is an exact one solution is there, but here the statement is there is no solution. So this is actually wrong statement. Actually our answer is B. See, let us check once again the C and D. Many solution if the lines coincide each other. This is true, because if two lines are overlap each other or if two lines are coincide each other, so many solutions are there where there is a meeting point of two lines. All the points are what? Solutions only. So it is true. It is true statement. Actually this is also true. Okay, then you just read the fourth one. A unique solution if they intersect. Exactly right. If they intersect it will give a unique solution. This is also true statement, but we have to find the wrong statement among following. Therefore B is the answer. B is the wrong statement. There is no solution they have mentioned, but there is a solution, that is that too unique solution in this case. So I think you understood this point. Okay, dear students, let us come to the fifth question. The fifth question is the 10th term of the AP is -3, -1, -1, 3 is. You have to find here the 10th term. Before going to finding the 10th term, first we have to find the A value. A value, that is A is the first term, so that is first term is -3. Then we have to find D value. D value we know that, so that is the formula is A2 minus A1. Here A2 is -1, here the minus sign. A1 value is minus of -3. Okay, so do it fast. -1 minus into minus plus 3 plus 3 minus 1, that is +2. Okay, this calculation should you have to do it quickly because it is a MCQ question. Don't take much time. So like this, A is equal to -3, D is equal to +2. Now you can find very easily 10th term. You know that directly take 10th term as A10, so that short form is A plus 9D. Very simple. Substitute the A value is -3 plus 9 and D value is +2. Very simple. -3 plus into plus 9 2s 18. Then 18 plus 18 minus 3 is plus 15. So the 10th term of this AP is plus 15. So your options are here A, B, C, D. Which is the option? D is your correct option because plus 15. Okay. Dear students, this is also AP problem. Very simple. The nth term of an the nth term of an AP is given by, this is an is equal to 7 minus 4n. Then find CD, that is common difference. Very simple, you know that. Take this an is equal to 7 minus 4n. We know already the common difference formula, simple formula is a2 minus a1, that is basic formula. Find a2 value and a1 value by giving a values for n. If you substitute n is equal to 1, then n, substitute the value of n is equal to 1 in this equation. 7 minus 4 into 1, so that is 7 minus 4 ones are 4, 7 minus 4 is 3. This is a1 value. Same, in the same, give the value for n is equal to 2, then a2 is equal to 7 minus 4 into 2, that is 4 2s are 8, 7 minus 8 is equal to minus 1. Here we found a1 value and a2 value by the nth term. Okay, now you can substitute the a2 value and a1 value. a2 is minus 1, then minus a1 value is 3. Okay, so then minus 1 minus 3 become minus 4. Therefore, the common difference of this given AP is minus 4. Among these option, our option is B is the correct answer. B is the correct answer, minus 4. Okay, dear students, let us come to the 7th problem. It is like this. If 4, A, B, 28 are in AP, then the value of B is dash. Okay, the options are like this: 20, 19, 23, 12. Now let us find that. So before going to find, so take this AP. Here mark these as A1, A2, A3 and A4 like this. Okay, we know that in the AP D common difference is very important. So then how to find the common difference? There are few formula are there. So here I am going to take when we know the random terms, so how to find the common difference, we know that. So the formula is like this: D is equal to or else, so last term and first term like this. Okay, so here AP minus AQ divided by P minus Q like this. Here actually I have taken this as AP and this one as AQ, and here P is 1 actually. Okay, P is 1 and Q is, sorry, it is Q is 1 and P is 4. If you substitute AP value is 28 minus AQ value is 4, then P value is 4, Q value is 1. So therefore it becomes 28 minus 4 is 24, 4 minus 1 is 3, 3 ones are 3 8s are, therefore D is equal to 8. Easily we have to find D value 8 by this method. When you know this D value, you can add up the coming, the next succeeding terms. Very simple. Now we have to add this 8 to the next term. Here is actually A2, that is what? A2 means A plus D. A2 value is actually, A2 is A here. A2 is A. That is what? A means 4 plus D is 8. That become what? 12. Like this, A3 is equal to what? A3 is equal to A plus 2D. A plus 2D. A3 value here, actually A3 is B. Simple. A value is, we know that A value is 4. A value, sorry, this A means what? This one, A1. Okay, A1 is 4 plus 2 times of 8. Simple. 4 plus 2 8 is 16, 16 plus 4 is 20. So here the B value is 20. Here the first answer. Okay. Otherwise you can subtract by this AP, that is what? Fourth term is there, no? Fourth term value is 28. If you need A3, that is third term, means subtract a D from A4. Subtract D from A4 means, see, A4 is 28, D value is 8, subtract it, 28 minus 8 is 20, that is A3. A3 is here B actually. You can find this one also. Simple. Okay, by After finding the D only, you have to find this one. Okay. Okay, students, let us come to the 8th problem. It is like this. Two arithmetic progressions has the same common difference. If the first term of the first progression is 3 and that of the other is 8, then the difference between their third term is dash. The options are like this. See here. Option A is 2, option B is 3, option C is 4, option D is 5. Okay. See, let us consider there are two APs. One has I have mentioned as AP1 and second one is AP2. That first term is 3, that other AP andre that is second AP, that first term is 8. They have given the first terms of each AP. Okay, there are two APs, AP1 and AP2. The first terms of AP1 is 3, the first terms of AP2 is 8. Their common difference is same, is therefore I have take a common difference is D. Okay, the second term usually we have to take like this, 3 plus D. Then here is also, that is first term is 8, therefore it become a 8 plus D. Then the third term is, you know that A plus 2D, like this, 3 plus 2D, here 8 plus 2D. So what they are asking, difference between the third term. So third term is like this here, 3 plus 2D and 8 plus 2D. Difference means we put minus sign. Okay. Now let us find 8 plus 2D minus of 3 plus 2D. Therefore 8 plus 2D minus, plus into minus minus, plus into minus minus, minus 3 minus 2D, plus 2D minus 2D get cancelled. Therefore 8 minus 3 is 5. So our answer is actually D is the answer. Okay, 5. So in general, if you are not getting this formula and this overall procedure, means very simple. See, the difference between 8 and 3 is 5. Wherever you go, that difference will comes the same thing. Okay, you just substitute the values for here, whatever. Here is also same. If substitute 1 here, it is also 1, means 3 plus 1 is 4, 8 plus 1 is 9. Then the difference is, see, 9 plus 4 is 5. Same 2. Okay, here is also 2. Here 3 plus 2 is 5. Here 8 plus 2 is 10. See the difference. So that is also 5. Here is also 5. So therefore your answer is 5. Okay. Okay, dear students, now let us come to the 9th problem. This is also AP chapter problem. See, very simple. They have given the sum of n terms equation. So that is Sn. You know that sum of n terms anta gottide nimge. Sn is equal to 3n square plus n. This is a standard and given equation. So here you have to find the third term. Okay, third term. See, not sum of the third term, it is only a third term. They are asking only a third term. Third term is nothing but A3 you have to find, not S3. So please keep it in your mind. Now let us take, see here actually, yes, n is equal to 1, keep n value 1. Okay, n is equal to 1. Then yes, 1 is equal to 3 into 1 square plus 1, that become 1 square is 1, 3 1s are 3, 3 plus 1 is 4, that is S1 is equal to 4. So then n is equal to 2, find n is equal to 2, S2, then n, substitute the value of n here, S2, 3 of 2 square plus 2, okay, 2 square is 4 plus 2, that is what, 3 4s are 12, 12 plus 2 is equal to 14, okay, here S2. So now you know that. See here actually we need A3. A3 means A plus 2D, or else A2 plus D. Okay, anyone you can take that. So we need to find S1 is nothing but a A1, you know that. Okay, then we need to find the D value. See here actually, so D value, S2 is that is S2 means what, A1 plus A2. S2 is what, A1 plus A2. S2 value is 14. A1 value is, S1 is nothing but A1. This is nothing but A1. So therefore A1 is equal to 4 plus A2 we don't know. Find A2. This is S2. S2 is not equal to A2. So keep it in your mind. S2 is not equal to A2. So therefore plus 4 it becomes minus 4. Therefore A2 is equal to 14 minus 4, that is 10. Okay. So now we have to find the D value. How to find the D value? You know that D is equal to A2 minus A1. D is how much? D is equal to A2 is 10, A1 is 4, therefore D value is 6. So here you have to find A3, that is third term, A plus 2D. A plus 2D means A value is 4, 2 into D value is 6, 2 6 are 12, 12 plus 4 is 16. So here B is your answer, B is your option, that is 16. Okay, did you understand how to find this? Don't take S3, not S3. You supposed to find A3, not S3. Okay, so to find A3 you need A1 value, A2 value and D value, but you have to find these very quickly because it is multiple choice. The remaining questions. So now the 10th question is like this. The constant term in the quadratic equation 3x square minus 3 of 2x minus 4 is equal to 0. After reducing it to the standard form, ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0 is dash. Okay, the options are like this. A is 3, b is 4, c is minus 12 and d is 12. So now they are only given that clue, reduce it. Okay, when we reduce it, this one 3x square keep as it is, minus keep as it is. Here 3 2s are 6, multiply this 3 into that bracket. So 3 2s are 6x, then minus into minus plus, and 3 4s are 12. So then this equation we have to compare with the standard form. That standard form is ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, so that c is the constant term, so the value of c is equal to 12, that to plus 12, so that our answer is plus 12. Constant is 12. Okay, dear students, let us come to the next question, 11th one. So one root of the quadratic equation is 2x plus 3 and x plus 5 is equal to 0 is minus 5. So then the other root is, you know that every quadratic equation has two roots. Here they have already given one root, that is minus 5. How it comes? Very simple. See, there is a x plus 5. So equating with the 0, that term is equating with the 0, then plus 5 goes to that RHS, it become a minus 5. This is already given. In the same way, equating this another term 2x plus 3 is equating with the 0. Then 2x keep as it is, plus 3 become minus 3 when you bring it to right side. Then x is equal to minus 3 by 2. The 2 goes to denominator, so that the other root is equal to minus 3 by 2. According to this, our options are, so minus 3 by 2 is in option B. B is the right answer. This is another root. Okay, dear students, let us come to the next question, 12th one. The nature of the roots of the quadratic equation. The equation is like this: x square minus 2x plus 1 equal to 0. So you know how to find the nature of the roots by using the discriminant. You know that what is discriminant? Discriminant is finding the value of b square minus 4ac. Okay, so the b square minus 4ac value which describing the nature of the roots. Okay, so now according to our question, x square minus 2x plus 1 is equal to 0. So compare with the standard equation, therefore a is equal to 1 because x square coefficient is a, that is 1, and b is equal to minus 2 and c equals to 1. So go for the discriminant formula, that is delta equals to b square minus 4ac. You can take this one as a capital D also, or delta, both are same. Okay, so b square minus 4ac, b, substitute the value of b, minus 2 whole square minus keep as it is 4, a value is 1 and c value is also 1. So now minus 2 square means 4, minus into, minus keep as it is, 4 ones are 4, 4 ones are 4, that is 4. Okay, 4 minus 4 is 0. Then the d value or delta value is 0, that is what? B square. If b square minus 4ac value is 0, then what is the conditions? You know the table of that b square minus 4ac, the nature. So that is that roots are real and equal. This is the right option. Okay, real and equal. Okay, dear students, let us come to the 13th question. Here it is. The sum of the squares of two consecutive odd numbers is 394. The mathematical equation for the above statement is, okay. Now let us move to the statement, how we can write down. First of all, consecutive numbers. Consecutive means continuous numbers. Continuous numbers. Okay, consecutive numbers. How many numbers? We want 2 numbers. What type of numbers? That two odd numbers. Okay, so odd 2 consecutive numbers we need. How to write that odd numbers, consecutive 2 odd numbers? Very simple. See, if it is as usual means one number is taken as x and another number is x plus 1 if there is no mentioning any odd and even. If particularly if they have mentioned odd number or even number, odd number ಗೂ ಅದೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, even number ಗೂ ಅದೇ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. odd or even ಅಂತ ಏನಾದರೂ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, so we have to take the two consecutive numbers like x comma x plus 2. so these are the two consecutive numbers. if they have asked odd or even, odd ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು x and x plus 2 ಅಂತ ತಗೋಬೇಕು, even ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು x and x plus 2 ಅಂತಾನೆ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಗೇನ್ ಸಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಅಂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಮೀನ್ಸ್, ಸಮ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪುಟ್ ಎ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಸೈನ್ ಇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ದೋಸ್ ಟು ನಂಬರ್ಸ್. ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ x squares and also x plus 2 whole square. Sum of the squares of the two consecutive odd numbers is equal to 394. okay, this is the way of writing a mathematical equation according to the given statement. so in our option, which one is right answer? See, so the option A is like this: x square plus of x plus 1 whole square is equal to 394. option B is x square plus of x plus 2 whole square is equal to 394. option C is like this: x plus 1 whole square plus x plus 2 whole square is equal to 394. option D is x of plus x plus 2 whole square is equal to 394. okay, according to the given statement, the mathematical equation is, you just compare with these two, option B is the right answer. You got my point? so two consecutive odd numbers means x and x plus 2 we have to take. okay, dear students, up to 13th, I mean from 10, 11, 12, 13, that questions are belongs to quadratic equation. Now let us come to the, this is related to trigonometry chapter. okay, so in this question, in the given figure, angle B is equal to 90 degree, AB equals to 6 centimeter, BC equals to 8 centimeter and AC equals to 10 centimeter. then the value of sine of 90 minus theta is dash anta kelidare. okay, so here you know the, I mean you are observing the diagram. so there is 6, 8, 10 and theta. you know that it is 90 degree, I mean right angle triangle. so options are like this. How to find these? Very simple. Sine of 90 minus theta, you know the complementary of this one, that is cos theta. okay, so that is sine of 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta, you know that. so cos theta ratio is, yes, we all know that, adjacent by hypotenuse. okay, here if this is a theta means the opposite side is, this is AB is a opposite side, then this one is adjacent side, and as usual this is an hypotenuse which is opposite to 90 degree. therefore here AC is an hypotenuse, AB is an opposite side and BC is a adjacent side. so according to that, cos theta is equal to, or sine of 90 minus theta is equal to, adjacent means 8 centimeter, hypotenuse means 10 centimeter. so our answer is 8 by 10. in your options, A, B, C, D. D is our correct answer, 8 by 10. Got it? Yes, dear students, this is also related to trigonometry question. See, in this question, if 2 sin 2 theta is equal to root 3, then the value of theta is dash. Or your options are 90 degree, 60 degree, 30 degree and 45 degree. Now let us come how to solve this. okay, 2 sin 2 theta, write down as it is root 3. okay, see this 2 goes to denominator, sin 2 theta equals to root 3 by 2. okay, so then next, very simple, sin 2 theta keep as it is. you know root 3 by 2 value in your degree, I mean angle standard angle box, you know that, okay, root 3 by 2 is equal to, you know that, sine 60 degree, okay. In this sine 60, sine 60 degree value is root 3 by 2 according to that box, you know that, okay, standard angle box. So then sine get cancel, remaining here in LHS 2 theta, here is 60 degree, okay. They are asking the value of theta, therefore theta is equal to 60 degree by 2. So that is 2 30 theta is equal to 30 degree, okay. In the given option is C is our right answer. Option C is the right answer. I hope you understood this. Okay, dear students, this is the question number 16. This is also related to trigonometry, but they have given a circle. Don't get confused. It is related to circle chapter. No, it is a trigonometry related. How it is trigonometry related? See, the question is like this. In a circle with center O, AC is a tangent at A. If OC equals to 4 centimeter and angle ACO equals to 30 degree, then the radius of the circle is, okay, actually here we have to find the radius of a circle, but we have to use the trigonometry concept here. How? Here is a right angle triangle, the angle at A is 90 degree, okay. So here the theta is equal to 30 degree. Theta is equal to 30 degree and it is a right angle triangle. Therefore, and hypotenuse is already given. Hypotenuse value is already given, that is 4 centimeter. We need to find opposite to 30 degree is radius, that is OA we have to find, okay. Very simple. OA is opposite side here actually. OA is opposite side to what? 30 degree, that is angle C. So according to that ratio, we know hypotenuse, we need opposite side means sine theta. You know that sine theta is equal to opposite by hypotenuse, okay. Sine theta value is 30 degree, okay. Opposite we don't know, keep as it is OA. Then hypotenuse they have given 4 centimeter. Now I am going to write here that value. Sine 30 degree value is, you know that, 1 by 2, okay. Then OA keep as it is. There is a 4, okay. Do the cross multiplication for 4 ones are 4 by 2, okay. That is equal to OA. Now 2 ones are 2 twos are. Therefore OA equals to 2. So that is the radius OA equals to 2. Among the given options, C is the right answer. C is the right answer. Radius is equal to 2 centimeter.